Hey everybody, David Brody here for Digital First on CBNnews.com. We call it Digital First because we're first digitally, get it, with all sorts of crazy behind the scenes access. And we are behind the scenes here at the Values Voters Summit, Washington, D.C. We're in a private room. Amber C. Strong, Amber Strong, I mean C's middle initial is a long story. C works, as she says, here with us, producer extraordinaire, and we're interviewing all of the top names in Republican politics. One of them, Rand Paul, came into this room, and I asked him, you know, it's interesting, there's an article out that says that Dan Pfeiffer from the Obama White House called Rand Paul the most interesting Republican out there in 2016. I asked Paul about that. You are not a robotic Republican for sure. You are a free-thinking Republican, and it's garnered you a lot of positive headlines, quite frankly. And even Dan Pfeiffer with the White House called you the most interesting Republican out there. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I wonder if he'll come from Obama's White House to work for me. You think he'll switch sides? No, I think it is a compliment, but I think also that Republicans need to realize that if we're going to win national elections again, the same old that has been losing will not win again. So we need to be for our core message. In fact, I tell people we need to be more boldly for what we are for, but we need to reach out to new constituencies. And I'm spending a lot of time going to areas of big cities where people live in poverty and there's high unemployment, and there's sort of this despair. And I'm saying, you know what? Give Republicans another chance. We have policies to reduce taxes in Detroit that would leave $1.3 billion in Detroit. It would help Detroit pull themselves up by their own bootstraps. And I don't hear many answers coming from the Democrats. I also think the Democrats have taken this vote for granted. They got 97% of the vote in Detroit last election. They just say all these people, oh, they're all just going to vote for us. We don't have to do anything. And they frankly aren't doing anything for the people of Detroit. I think the way conservatism or republicanism gets bigger is we have to reach out to new people.
Well, look, Rand Paul is one of the most interesting Republicans out there. There's no doubt about it. He'd actually be a very good general election candidate in 2016. His issue is he's got to get through the Republican primaries, and there are a lot of hawkish neocon conservatives out there. Neocon conservatives, by the way, I think that's redundant. And anyhow, sorry, I don't know.
It works, is what I always say.
Okay, it works. Anyhow, a lot of neocon conservatives are out, and they are gunning for him because of what they think. They think he's an isolationist. He says he's not an isolationist. Anyhow, it's an issue for Rand Paul if and when he runs for president. All right, we'll see you around here on Digital First.